Hey friends, welcome back to OG Universe. Thank you so much for stopping by and spending some time with me as we take a look at these two brand new Green Lantern figures released from McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse lineup under the Collector's Edition banner. Very excited to have two brand new Green Lanterns to add to our Green Lantern Corps or even our Justice League. Very excited to bring this to you. And we talked about the value of these collector's edition figures. We got some bare bones ones like Starfire that just came with two energy pom-poms that didn't even fit the figure. Stellar figure, but really should have been a regular release. And then we get somebody like Superboy, who had so many accessories, three head sculpts, the flight stand, display stand, plus a piece of cement that's all smashed up that can be used as a display stand, extra hands. That figure rocked, but it wasn't the best articulated. It's kind of missing the mark on the power of Superboy. Hopefully, we get another shot at Superboy in 2025 or 2026 and really make that figure shine and be the Superboy we all kind of want in that black t-shirt and blue jeans. But we're talking about Green Lanterns. We got Simon Baz right over here. And then we got our classic Tomar-Ray in Abin Sur. I really am so excited to have kind of like different ends of the spectrum. These classics, really OG Green Lanterns, and one of the newer ones, but he was released in 2012 in comic books. And he was a really awesome addition to the Green Lantern mythos from Detroit, Michigan. Really a street kind of hero that actually this guy came with a gun at one point, which is really interesting. But he is a very distinct and one of the coolest looking costumes for a Green Lantern Corps member. I think he looks fantastic, and I'm really happy to add him on my collection. He's a figure that wasn't on my hit list and wasn't like, oh man, I need a Simon Baz. It was just like, oh my god, there's Simon Baz. He looks freaking awesome. Why didn't I get this figure in my head before? Why didn't I want him more? Now that I have him, I'm super happy. And then Tomar-Ray, man, Tomar-Ray came out in 1961. He is established as a Green Lantern, and there haven't been a large amount of Tomar-Ray figures. There have been probably maybe four or five. I'm guessing off the top of my head, but I've seen pictures. I don't own any of them, but man, this is the one that I would want in my collection. This is the definitive look for Tomar-Ray. So, without me going on about all this other history and stuff like that, let's take a look at the packaging, what we got, and then we'll deep dive into both of these figures. So for Simon Baz, he has some incredible artwork here. His range shooting off these energy constructs, absolutely powerful, awesome looking artwork. He's number 26 in the series, Green Lantern Corps, Green Lanterns. He does have the trading card, display stand. There you go. And then for Tomar-Ray and Abin Sur, you got this classic Tales of the Green Lantern Corps. Beautiful artwork going on there. Really classic OG stuff. Man, very cool. He's number 22 in the series. Green Lantern, Green Lantern Corps. And then you get the display stand plus the trading card. And then you get a couple extra sets of hands. Greatly appreciated. Really nice to have some extra hands like that. But these guys are loaded with accessories, which is great. I think it's awesome that, they took the route that we all want the collector's edition figures to go, loaded with accessories. So let's take a look. Look, Simon Baz has some energy constructs. He has this battle hammer, really nicely done. Very nice transparent green. And then he has this weird screw drill thing going on here. It's nicely sculpted. Looks great. It's very rigid, so it's good. It's not going to flop over anything like that. Never mind. And then we got the power construct battery, power battery. Looks great. I really appreciate it, man. This is my hope. This is my dream to have in a 7-inch Green Lantern figure. A light up lantern. That would be so incredible. Imagine if you just twist the top here, a light would emerge. Down here would be the battery compartment, simple to replace. That would be amazing. And I hope one day that comes to fruition from McFarlane Toys. Then he also has this kind of gauntlet of doom. It looks like a power gauntlet gone mad. Spikes at the top. It looks really cool. I really like this. God, I almost want to splash some extra green on here, like a dark shade of green, just to bring out all the details. It's really sculpted nicely. And then you get the face plates. Yes, the faceplate technology is awesome. You get some very expressive face plates. Some really nice ones here. The eyes just look so good. They look like they're following you where you're going. Really well done and very expressive. Easily slipped on and off the figure. Really nice. Just with that peg there. We'll show that off in a little bit and get to the swapping of the faces. And then Tomare and Abin Sur come with this Green Lantern shield, which is really nice. Got the logo there, all these places here, the segmentation. You do got a clasp here. Mine's a little warped. And this is a really solid chunk of plastic. It's not wobbly or really squishy like the Wonder Woman was from DC Extended Universe, Batman vs Superman, figure Dawn of Justice, blah, blah, blah. This is a really nice one. I don't mind that at all. And then this Power Lantern. This is a really nice one. Again, beautiful paint job. I love that extra little paint in the middle to just give off this energy burst. Really cool. And again, just imagine, boom, light up, battery compartment. Let's go. That would be fantastic. And then two really cool accessories here. Just imagine Commander Cody getting the order from Emperor Palpatine, Order 66, kind of like a thing going on here. We got the Guardian emitting out of that power ring. It's really nice. This is all sculpted in translucent green, and there's just a really thick application of white paint. Put on really nice. This is really solid paintwork here. Very well done. And then you just get this larger energy construct bursting out of that ring. That looks just awesome. This is going to look so good with some not toy surgery, toy shorts. A little short circuit there, guys. Sorry about that. Some epic battles going on. This will be very cool. Love this piece. And then you also get this amazing head sculpt of Abin Sur. Paintwork is incredible. Those eyes are just amazing. The skin looks so good. Has so much nice texturing going on. Man, just so impressive. Really well done. One of the finest head sculpts I think I've ever seen. Man, that's so good. So damn good. And then let's take a look at the figure. So we got Simon Baz here now. He's on the Animal Man body buck, which, you know, when you get that Animal Man body buck, you're getting a fantastically articulated figure. You can tell that Animal Man by this little cuff on the boot. The abdominal area here has these segmentations. But you know what? I don't mind it at all because it suits this figure perfectly. He doesn't have a lot of texturing going on. He's not kind of like McFarlane eyes, so to speak, with all these extra panels and all that kind of stuff. He's just right off the comic book. He looks fantastic. I love the way they did this figure. The green is really nice and it contrasts against the black so well. And then the lime kind of color here, perfect. So well done. Now I'll take these faceplates off. No, what I really, I'll show you this first here. I just love how seamlessly it just blends into the head sculpt. It's just fantastic. Absolutely phenomenal. And there you go. You can see inside there. Very ugly. But we'll cover that up with this faceplate. That looks awesome. I really appreciate the look. I love how these different faceplates just convey so much different emotion. You're not stuck with one look for the character. Man, I would love to see them do something like this on Batman. Yep, I would love to see some sort of different expressions for Batman. You know, the stern scowl, the teeth gritting, maybe even a smile. Once in a while, he does crack a smile. That would be really cool to see. I'll leave this one on. And man, he is just a really fun action figure. When I took this guy out of the packaging, I played around with him. I'm like putting on his constructs. I'm like, oh my god, this is a great figure. And I really wish the collector's edition of figures will go into this trend. Tons of accessories, excellent articulation, and that's just the way to go. Now, one aspect I absolutely love is that green there on his forearm. That is a tattoo that he has from the Green Lantern energy, and it's in Arabic, and it says courage. I love that they put that small little detail on this figure. If they didn't have it, would have been disappointing. So it's really important to this character to have that symbol on his body, that tattoo. Very cool, man. And articulation on this guy. Let's take a look at it. Can look up quite well. So you get him in some really nice flight poses. You can go down, side attitude, all going on. He does have a spacer joint here, which really works well and gives him that extra range of motion. The butterfly hinge. He has a bicep swivel. double jointed ratcheted elbows, ball joint at the hand, torso articulation. He can look back a lot. Really nice. Give him some epic, powerful flight poses. Get that head going there. Very nice. Can come down. Ball joint at the waist, ball joints at both hips, double joint ratcheted knees, toe articulation. When I look at other figures that don't have that toe articulation, it just feels weird. I love that toe articulation. He has a rocker and pivot, and then he has sculpted ball joints for the ankle socket as well. This is just a phenomenal action figure. He looks great. He's fun to play around with. Now let's load him up with some of his weapons. Really not crazy about this, but let's see how this looks on here. A little difficult going on. Okay. It's a pretty damn tight fit, so I'm not going to force it. I'm probably never going to use this, so blah, blah, blah. This one, there we go. That one goes on perfectly, and I love the way this looks. Imagine just getting smashed in the face with that. That is really cool. And then let's add this hammer to him as well. I think this will look really cool. There we go. Imagine him calling down the thunder, so to speak, right? It's not Monier, but man, that's cool. You can do some cool stuff like that. I think it'll be a pretty cool short to see this guy going against Thor. Maybe that'll happen. But yeah, this is just a fun figure. I really enjoy it. I really think it falls into the collector's edition segment. It's more accessories than we would normally get with a figure that's just 25 bucks. Could have added just a few more accessories, I think. I think the faceplates are phenomenal. I love the capability of swapping those out. Very fun. One day, I'm really hoping for a light up power lantern. That would be epic. But man, he is definitely a great addition to your Green Lantern's core. If you want to add into your Justice League as well, absolutely fantastic. Now let's take a look at Abin Sur. Abin Sur is using the Kyle Rayner body buck. And I love this body buck because it is so texturized, and not in a bad way, over texturizing. It has like this really kind of amazing feel to it, and it's both. Both of these figures are just solid, good, chunky plastic. There's a lot of weight to them, a lot of, not cheap, it's high quality materials that we're talking about here. And the texturing just really adds that alien feel to it. It's not just like a regular skin tight costume. It has some kind of breath and some alien feel to it. I love it. It just feels so cool. Now, overall, I really wish this had a raised logo. It's just a stamped on logo, but it's done nicely, well, crisp, everything like that is great. But I would love to see the sculpted logo on there. Overall, he's impressive. They fixed that issue that I really had a major problem with, and that was the different colored ball joint for the ankle. That socket has been sculpted, which is great, but it matches the rest of the boot. Fantastic. They're listening. They're getting it right. That's fantastic. Because unfortunately, Kyle Rayner had that issue where his sculpted joint here was a different color from the boot, and it just looked awful in my opinion. And one thing I want to point out is how good this head sculpt is. It is phenomenal. It captures that alien look of Tomar Ray. One of the best head sculpts. Again, this is so damn good. I love the white, and then you have a bit of black around that white, and then a metallic green for the mask. It just looks phenomenal. Very nice touches here. The sculpted details, the texture looks great. And one thing I want to point out here, I'm just going to pop this off. I didn't put it on all the way, but we're using an extended neck peg. That's greatly appreciated. I would love to sit down with Todd and ask him, why don't you use this on all your figures? It gives them so much more dramatic range of motion, expression. Just, it's awesome for the extra bit of articulation when you're doing action figure photography, toy shorts, all that kind of stuff, epic battles. So well done. Why don't we use this all the time? I gotta know. And another thing I really like is a nice touch. Usually this is like a skin tone of the character's head, but man, they painted it green, so it can go on to any other action figure head universally and not have any glaring, well, I got an orange head with a white kind of neck or something like that. So that's a great touch as well. Now let's put on Abin Sur's head. Okay, we got that guy on here, and he looks really cool too. I really appreciate that. Now for articulation, this guy can look up quite a bit, look down a hell of a lot. That extra articulation, man. side attitude going on. He has a spacer joint in there as well. Butterfly hinge, bicep swivel, double joint ratcheted elbows, ball joints at the wrist, torso articulation, not the best going back. Forward, not too bad. Ball joint at the waist, ball joints at both hips, double joint ratcheted knees, toe articulation, ankle rocker pivot, sculpted ball joints. Very nice. So, yeah, I really like the way this looks, man. It is just awesome. This is your very first Green Lantern. Abin Sur, man, he looks so cool. It's so incredible to have this figure in action figure form finally after so long. Now, we're going to swap out some of these accessories. I just want to see how this shield looks. Okay, it's pretty heavy. It's not too bad, but I don't want to scratch up the paint here. It's a very nice white paint. Let's just put it up a little higher here. There we go. In, clamped in, looks good. Very nice. That off carefully. All right. And then I also want to swap out the construct wrist. I'm not going to put this in all the way, but you can just imagine talking to one of the Guardians to execute some order, some plan. Very cool. I love that. And then, of course, this power construct, which just emits all this energy coming out. It's about to blast you. Yeah, that's cool too. I definitely like that. Very nice. I'm going to see this in some shorts for sure. Very cool. Great looking constructs, effect pieces. Really well done. I'll just put this back on. And the thing is, now, this is a fantastic figure. I really enjoy it quite a bit. Now, I really do think this should have been a 2-pack. It really should have been a 2-pack because you're going to have to spend $80 to get 2 figures to support another body for this head. Disappointing. I really think, again, I've seen 2-packs in Canada go for about $54, all the way up to maybe $69 for the Spawn and Batman 2-pack, which is a little expensive. I understand why. Yeah. But should have been a 2-pack because the Platinum Chase of this one is a completely different body. Well, same body, different paint job. It has the black sleeves going down instead of the green here on the shoulders, which is really cool. And if you got either one, I think you'd be really happy. If you got both, you'd be extremely happy. I've had no luck trying to find that Platinum Chase one, but I think this should have been a 2-pack. And don't use the exact same body. Use that body with a different kind of style, because that's more Abin Sur's kind of look. I think that would have been fantastic. That's the only thing that's really a negative I could say about this figure. Should have been a 2-pack, just to give you that extra value. Good luck trying to find that Platinum Chase. There is a Platinum Chase for Simon Baz as well. That is a Crime Syndicate version of him. It looks pretty cool, but I definitely want this one way over that one. I think a lot of us do. But overall, 2 amazing additions to your Green Lantern's core, your Justice League, getting the very first Green Lantern, Abin Sur. That is so awesome. So guys, absolutely stellar Green Lanterns from this collector's edition. I think they definitely have the value. They're definitely worth the extra price of admission, so to speak. And I think you'd be really happy adding these to your collection. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you. Have an amazing day, and we'll see you soon in the next video. Take care, guys.